Hey, Boo Kittens, it's me, Keisha, and I'm here with this week's All Tea, All Shade Baddies Midwest Season 6, Episode 10 review. So, this week's episode started off with a bang. I was not ready, I was not prepared. If you watch my reaction videos over on Patreon, y'all will see that I was not ready for the episode to start off with a bang. So, the episode begins with Dolly versus Pretty P. And everybody was saying that Pretty P dog walked Dolly, but I don't feel that way. I feel like round one was a tie. I feel like they both was getting they licks in. Now round two, I give it to Pretty P. Pretty P got round two. Is it just me, or do Pretty P look like Shirley Chisholm? That lady got an old woman's face. If she don't become a grandmama tomorrow, because oh my God, I know she can cook. I bet you Pretty P can cook her butt off. Okay, she makes some mean chitlins. You can't tell me she don't. So after the fight, Ivory up here coaching Pretty P, telling her she did her big one. You got that, this, that, and the third, and from now on, take a break and then beat somebody else up. Take a break, beat somebody else up. Tasiki come over there giving her props or whatever, telling Pretty P she won and all of this stuff. Dolly, meanwhile, is over there with medics because her hand was already messed up, and the more she keep on fighting, the more her fingers keep on getting messed up. So they putting splints on her hand. Some up her spraying some type of spray on her arm and in her hand, but Dolly is annoyed with Summer, telling Summer to get out her face and to move, and the stuff getting in her throat. What was that they were spraying on her arm? Can somebody tell me? Was it like a numbing cream? I mean, a numbing spray or something? But like her hand about to be broke, like literally broke, and she's like moaning and groaning about how bad it hurts, and I'm like, girl, go to the emergency room and go home. It is not that deep. It is not that deep. And then I'm looking at Dolly hairline because her wig was off. And her hairline start back here because the wigs then ate up her edges so bad. And I'm looking like, why are you doing this to yourself? Like the discoloration on her skin, the edges that is missing. She up here looking like Dwayne Wade. And her wigs already be looking trash as it is. They be looking like she done had them in for like 3 weeks and the style is old and she's still trying to make it fetch. Like her wig game is horrible. So after the fight, Dolly is now mad at Big Lex for not fighting for her. Make it make sense, especially when you started it with Pretty P. And Lex was like, I didn't know y'all were gonna fight. P is little AF. I already fought her. I already beat her up. And P called out Summer, not you. So why would I be sticking up for Summer? Make it make sense. And Dolly was like, you not sleeping in the same room with me. And Lex was like, I ain't going nowhere. Like at the end of the day. Like Dolly, you just mad at the world because you ugly, your hair is a mess, and your hand broke. Like, stop. And then Dolly had the nerve to have, I guess, the resident hair stylist in that state putting that crispity, crunchity wig back on her head and the glue. And I'm like, girl, stop. Please stop. Because the wig it's trashed. It's trashed. It's been trashed. Please stop. Please stop, okay? Oh, God. Wig look like it got lice in it or something. So after that, on the bus, Lex explains what happened between her and Dolly as they're heading out to the club. Now, Ivory is the one that brought it up because Ivory was trying to be funny and trying to start stuff between Lex and Pretty P. And Ivory asks Lex what happened between her and Dolly. And Lex explains what happened and everything. And she was like, I already fought P. Why would I fight her again? Like, I already won. Like, that's light work. Like, why would I do that? And Ivory was like, oh, so she's trying to say that you ain't like no competition for her, P, or whatever. P kept the cute on mute. I guess she ain't want them problems or whatever with Lex. But I peeped how Ivory was trying to start stuff between the two. And remember that. Because she was, instigating and trying to start stuff between them two. So at the club that night, they in Cleveland where Lex is from. Lex on the mic talking about it's my city, it's my city, it's my city. And then later on in the night, I guess Ivory got on the mic and was saying it was her city. Now, mind you, she's not from Cleveland, but she said everybody was screaming her name, bigging her up. And she was like, she got on the microphone talking about it was my city. And I mean, Lex felt like she was trying to be funny and trying to comfort her. So the next day, when they're about to leave Cleveland and head to Chicago, Natalie lets everybody know that everybody's not going to be able to come along to Chicago. It's certain people that ain't really been turning up and showing out or whatever. And before she can say who the two people are going to be that are not coming to Chicago, Lex asked Ivory, was she trying to be funny when she was on the mic talking about it was my city? And Ivory was like, no, I wasn't trying to be funny. They was calling my name, screaming my name. So I was like, it was my city. Like, girl, what is you talking about? Like, what? Now, considering the fact that they do have beef with each other, I can see where Lex is coming from, but it's like, girl, does it matter? Does it matter? But I can see her feeling like Ivory was trying to test her, especially considering they had beef, they didn't fought. Then the stuff on the bus where she was trying to start stuff between Lex and P. So I get it. So after that, Emma and Jasmine are the ones that are up to be eliminated. But Natalie says they're going to talk it over on the way to Chicago on the PJ. And then once they get to Chicago, she's going to say who got to go. I felt like that was the stupidest thing ever. They're not supposed to go to the next city. They're at the next city. What's the point? And I wouldn't be sticking around for nobody to tell me whether or not I'm going to stay. As soon as you say, I'm on the chopping block, you ain't got to worry about me. Bye. I'm not going to stay nowhere. I'm not wanted. They was crazy to me to even stick around. So, on the bus ride to Chicago, Ivory on the bus going off about how people being weird and always asking questions. And if you want to fade, you can get a fade. You ain't got to tell me no reason. Like, I'm always up for the ish. Now, it was obvious that she was talking to Lex, but wasn't saying Lex's name. And Lex was just sitting there quiet or whatever. And I'm like, Ivory, you telling everybody to put it on the table. Say who you talking to. It's obvious that you're talking to Lex, but you're saying it in a general manner. But come on now, like, y'all both playing at this point. So Jazz and Summer argue again. I'm so sick of these two arguing, but it's always Summer starting with Jazz. But I gotta give it to Jazz. Jazz was eating her up on that bus, talking about how stupid she is. And Summer is stupid. Summer is a troll. Summer is goofy. Summer is all of that stuff. And I don't understand why she keep on coming for Jazz either. It's like, enough is enough at this point. And it's giving, you keep on bothering her because I feel like you think that you can beat her up or something like that. You think that you winning these fights. But it's like, girl, stop. You're doing the most. So on the PJ, Natalie asks who they feel like should go home. And Anna points out the fact that she doesn't want to send Emma home because Emma's father is sick. They think that he might have cancer. And so she was like, I don't want to stop that girl bag and her getting her money to help her father out. And the other girls was like, Rolly was like, yeah, she quiet, but that don't mean that she got to be like us. I think that everybody should have, individuality. So it seemed like they're leaning more towards Jazz being the one to go home or whatever. So Natalie, once they get to the house, the OGs get to the house before the girls on the bus, because of course they took a private plane. So of course it was maybe a 30, 45 minute ride. So they get to the house and they looking around, they see that the girls aren't there. So they looking to see who rooms is where. And Natalie was like, ooh, let's switch up the names on the room to start drama. And so she decides to put Lex in the room with Ivory. Ivory, I believe, initially had a room to herself, maybe. And Lex and Summer initially was supposed to share a room. But Natalie decided to put Lex in the room with Ivory, knowing it was going to cause drama. So Jayla was laughing about it. Tasiki was laughing about it. Anna was laughing about it or whatever. But it was Natalie who decided to do this, right? So the other girls get to the house and Ivory sees that Lex's name is on her room. Was like, oh, y'all trying to be funny. Y'all trying to play with me. She's not going to be in this room. She's not staying in the room with me. Lex was like, I mean, if my name was on the door, I'm staying in here. Like, I'm good to stay in the room with you. It ain't no issue. I'm not going nowhere. So Anna was like, it was me. It was me. It was a prank. It was a prank or whatever. We were just trying to be funny because Ivory at this point is pissed off and feeling like they trying to start an issue and get her to turn up. I didn't understand why Anna took the blame for it when it was obvious that it was Natalie. And Natalie just sitting there on mute. So Jayla goes up into the room and is trying to talk to Ivory and calm Ivory down. And she was like, who switched the names? And she was like, I mean, yeah, we did kind of move the names around, but it was Anna and them that did it. And I was like, why is you blaming this on Anna, knowing damn well Anna ain't the one that did it? It was your girl Natalie. Like, y'all acting like punks. Like, the OGs is really acting like punks when it comes to these new girls. And I think they don't really want the smoke. Cause like, y'all supposed to be baddies, but y'all sitting up here lying and being punks about the situation. Natalie, you the OG baddie, you the baddie, the baddest of the baddest. I would be like, yeah, I did it. What? Okay, like, what you gonna do? You gonna whoop my ass? You gonna kick me off my own show? Absolutely not. So, Lex comes back in the room and says, look, I'm not going nowhere. My name was on the door. I'm not going nowhere. So I don't know if at this point she didn't know that it was a prank or something and that she wasn't supposed to be in there because she's still saying my name was on the door. I ain't going nowhere. So Ivory was like, okay, then what's up? And they get the banging. And they get the banging. Okay. Both of them. Bink, 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 bink. I mean, going at it, okay? And next week episode, the fight is going to continue, and Ivory gonna say on the bus, whoever switched the rooms, I want to fade. And Natalie's sitting there. So I cannot wait to see how Natalie's going to respond to this. I know I saw on social media that Ivory was saying she gonna get whoever switched that name at the reunion. She was like Natalie, Tasiki, Jayla. She was calling all of them out. So honey, I am ready. But before I go, let me say this. Biggie, I have had enough of you. I have had enough of you. I don't know what that little girl name is in real life. Bertha, Bernice, I don't know. But let me tell you something, little girl. I am all for body positivity. But you got to be stopped. You have got to be stopped at this point. Why did this girl have this outfit on in this scene? You are not Barbarella. You're more like a boar. Why does she think that she can get away with wearing stuff like this and don't nobody tell her, like, girl, this is not flattering to your figure at all. You got your underwear pulled all the way up on your stomach. Then you got this furry bra on. Like, what is going on? Where are you getting these clothes from? Rave? Like, what is going on? And then the cherry on the ice cream on the sundae was her confessional look, where she got on this jacket with no bra and no clothes on underneath. Sitting up here looking like a whole Ouija board. And then the hair. It was what in the Connie Chung is going on with the hair. But Biggie, you do realize your nickname is Biggie. She got to be stopped. She got to be put down. She got to be put down because this is out of control. Okay? Out of control. I need for her to get beat up just for the simple fact that she thinks that she can get away with wearing stuff like this. Like, I need for her to be realistic. You're shaped like a mailbox, ma'am. Like, please stop. Please, 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 please stop doing this to me. Stop. I can't go through another episode of seeing you like this. I'm going to give this week's episode of Baddies Midwest I'm going to give it a B+. Look like next week's episode going to be lit. Y'all let me know what y'all thought about this week's episode. Let's talk about it down below in the comment section. Tomorrow on New Year's Eve, I'll be dropping the last of my favorites videos. So tomorrow you'll get my favorite TikTokers, the worst dressed celebrities or celebrity outfits, the best of Keisha's theater, and my favorite books of 2024. So you're going to get all of those videos tomorrow. We're going to start off the new year with a bang over here on the ColorMePynk channel. I got so many dope ideas for this upcoming year. I'm also going to start promoting and putting more content on my second YouTube channel. The link is down below for my second YouTube channel. If you're not already subscribed, please do, because I'm really about to build up that channel this year. And if you're not following me on Patreon, please do so. It is lit over there. You get to watch me watch all of our favorite reality shows. You get to watch along with me. And with my second tier, the High Tea Squad, you get to watch series with me that I don't do reviews on. You get to watch it with me. We are finishing up Cross this week, which is a phenomenal show. Oh my goodness. So y'all get to watch along with me. The link is down below in the description box for my Patreon. And I also have 2 new businesses that I'm starting off in the new year. I cannot wait to tell you guys what I've been working on. So get ready. I love you guys tremendously. This is my last video of 2024. You guys, I love you tremendously. Thank you guys for rocking with me. Y'all are such a blessing. I'm almost at 100K and it's because of you guys. I love you, love you, love you. I pray that you all have a happy and safe New Year's Eve, and I pray that we get to see each other in the new year. I love you guys. Bye.